EA's greatest missing piece could be returning. Now, we've had all leaks in terms of FC26 so far, and to be fair, they all look very promising from gameplay-wise to gameplay features to menu features. In terms of what they're improving, there is tons of very good stuff. I mean, it's definitely got me hyped, at least for next year for FC26. But obviously EA, we know what they are in terms of marketing strategy with how they do all this. So obviously their kind of thing this year is make gameplay better. They're trying to listen to the community, etc, etc. It all sounds great and good, but obviously in terms of what we actually get in September time is for us to judge on it, of course. But the main point of this video today I'm going to be talking about is one feature that could be returning to FC, or FIFA you can say, EA's game to be fair at this point, which could actually be a game changer in many people's eyes. Now this feature, you can probably kind of tell, it is going to be the World Cup game mode. Now there is rumors going around saying that EA are trying really hard to get the World Cup license for FC26. Now EA did actually lose the FIFA license in 2023 when FC24 was the first FC game to come out, and FIFA 23 had the last World Cup game, or was that FIFA 22? I can't remember, but it was one or the other. And obviously we all thought, that's it, EA won't have the license anymore for at least a good while. But now all it seems like is that it could actually be returning. Now what we did on FIFA 23 was the World Cup game mode itself with the tournaments. We had World Cup promos and Ultimate Team. The World Cup Stadium was in there, and of course the World Cup Nations was in there as well too. And to be fair, it wasn't that bad. We had promos galore during that period of time, with I think like 5 different promos going on during the World Cup. So at least the promo story side to it, and the licensing was great of course too. But I think the World Cup game mode itself, in terms of like the kickoff one, wasn't that great. Had a lot of bugs, especially at the start, and overall just wasn't a great experience too. Like you weren't like able to build your country up to the World Cup. You just had it how it was, and that's it. Obviously the ones that was in the World Cup, and of course a few other nations along with it too. But we never really had that kind of journey thing that we used to have back in the older FIFAs, like FIFA 14 I believe, FIFA 10 I think also had it too, where we were able to start any country across the globe and be able to try to build them up to actually play in a World Cup final. That was sick. That was an actual like road to glory in terms of nation-wise in the World Cup. It was phenomenal. But we never really had that in FIFA 23, which kind of disappointed me. But I am hoping if this was to return, this would be a game that would be able to have that sort of feature in terms of just, having a road to glory sort of thing, from San Marino, right, arguably the worst country in the world, to be able to actually get them into a World Cup finals. That would be unreal. That would be a sick thing to actually achieve. But obviously we didn't have that feature. As I said before, hopefully it is something EA can actually go strong in, because I do feel like if EA was to bring back the World Cup game mode, which is I think a big ask, and I'd say as of right now it probably is unlikely, but there is them rumors going around that EA actually are trying this. And so if they were to go actually full on and get the license for the World Cup game mode, I feel like they need to put a lot of effort into this, because they shouldn't really put all this effort into it just to release a few licenses with the stadium and then with the nations, of course, have a few promos, and that's it. I think if they were to go into it, I think they should go all the way in. And obviously with my few suggestions, that would be one, being the obviously road to glory country for the World Cup finals. And I think another one as well too, which is something I'm even more strongly for, is the World Cup Ultimate Team game mode. Now we had this in FIFA 10 I believe, or maybe not, I'm not actually too sure on that, but we definitely had it in FIFA 14 and 18. And the vibes during this period was just unreal, man. I really do hope EA can actually bring it back for this in FC 26, if the game, of course, or the license actually does go through. Because I just feel like that's something that we really missed on in FIFA 23, because we had obviously in FC 20, in FIFA 14, FIFA 18, and apparently there was a rumor that the reason why it was never brought into FIFA 23 is because the World Cup was actually earlier, because it was like a November time, December time, and obviously we would normally get it during the summer. So obviously, being in the summer now in 2026, that it will be, I don't see why they shouldn't do it. I think they definitely should do it. Make a separate game mode like they did before, and then just have a few icons that are World Cup editions. Have a few promos going on in there as well. Why not? It depends how EA wants to, build it up. The memories of just playing FIFA 18 World Cup game mode, even more about FIFA 14 as well too, and just having all these upgraded cards. Like I remember Ronaldo's upgrades like a 98. So I just feel like that's something that EA really needs to just focus on if they were to get the license. Obviously their main priority, if this is true, is to get the license, but I think after that, you're doing this for a reason. You're not just doing it for the licensing for a tournament, and that's it. I think that'd be quite pointless. And plus, if they're only just going to do it for the kickoff and then promos, I mean, don't get me wrong, promos you make money, but kickoff you don't really make money from it. So EA's point of view, if you want to generate even more money, get the game mode. Get the game mode going. And don't get me wrong, I mean, during summer as well for next year, GTA will be the main game for a lot of people. I think this, I mean, to be honest, you guys can let me know, but if EA were to release a replica of how they did it before, where they released the World Cup game mode Ultimate Team, they released a Road to Glory country to bring up to the World Cup finals, would you guys still prefer to play GTA over F26 or not? It would be a great addition. I think F26 really is a make or break for a lot of people. I know we say this every year, but we've never seen EA kind of just put their neck out there and say, we're listening to the community. We haven't really heard them say this before. It's always something different and just gets excited. But this one, it feels like EA are also saying this too, is kind of make or break for them. So if it's make or break here, you may as well go all in and get this World Cup license, but who knows. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are on this. I feel like if they were to get the World Cup game mode, a big W, a massive W, but I think it's only a W within itself is if they get the license and make the most out of it. So get the game modes working, get something maybe extra as well to wherever it is, and then we'll be a very happy man. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like the video, subscribe as well if you're brand new as well too. It'd be greatly appreciated, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Bye.